Hello explorers, how are you doing today? How are you progressing with your goals? What's going well? What's not going so well? What would you like to have going even better? So let me know, send me some messages, put some comments in the comments box. Today we're going to look at willpower. So we've already looked at how to set powerful positive goals. We've already looked at motivation, and we've looked a little bit about how to stack habits to support you remain motivated. Today we're looking at willpower, that magical invisible ingredient that we all do our best to dig into sometimes so that we can achieve the things that are important to us. There was a great article in The Guardian at the weekend that I think is quite useful to share with you today. And that article was saying, what is willpower? Psychologists for years have been trying to figure out what willpower is. For a long time, they thought it was like a muscle. The more that you use your willpower, the more you apply your willpower, the more available it will be to you. And actually, in 2016, they pretty much blew that theory out of the water, and they're considering willpower to be more around a level of energy that you have in your body or an emotion. Either way, they're explaining to us that willpower is transient. It comes and goes. So how can you make your willpower work for you, given it is this movable feast? And how can you harness it when you need it most? Here are a couple of tips for you. So you already know in our work in NLP that we talk about the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. Conscious mind is your goal setter. It's where your willpower is to some extent. Your unconscious mind is your goal getter. So we're always inviting you to find creative ways and flexible, different ways to keep moving you towards your purposes, your goals, your missions, those things you want to accomplish. So we already know changing habits, that's doable. Setting goals, that's doable. Is willpower the answer that's going to get you there? Research is suggesting no. And I'll put a link into the Guardian article in the comments box so you can go and have a look for yourselves. The example they gave in that article is to explore how willpower works for us. They had two groups of people. And one group of people could eat cookies, and the other group of people had the cookies in front of them, but they had to resist the cookies and just eat the radishes. Then they set them to a task, and actually it was an unsolvable task. They were never going to accomplish it, but what they were looking for was willpower in action. The people who had the cookies lasted longer at the task. The people who'd already spent willpower resisting the cookies, they quit the task earlier. So it's a little bit of an example, an indication that our willpower is a finite resource, so use it wisely. So I've had clients this week that have said to me, Ailey, I've had a whole heap of tasks in front of me this week. I have been motivated, I've been powering towards them, and then yesterday, bam, demotivated, couldn't find the willpower to do it, got distracted by everything under the sun rather than doing the task. My question to them, sorry, my sounds are still on, let me put do not disturb on again, sorry about that. My question to them was, where was your willpower? Where did it go? They didn't know where it was, but they knew it was elsewhere. So in those moments, you have an opportunity to think about, okay, I'm not following through with a commitment and a task. I'm not sure why that is, but if it's down to willpower, I have expended all that I have. So the key here in those moments is do something different to refresh yourself, to top up this tank of willpower that you require. Hi Caroline, great to see you. To top up your tank of willpower. So take a break, get outside, do one thing differently that helps you be creative, inspired, and engaged with your sense of power again, your centre of will. So that's the thing. Instead of driving on, pushing, forcing, and finding yourself being distracted, stop. Give yourself a break, knowing that you're giving yourself a chance to invite your willpower back. So some things, when I look around for examples of strategies that work and harness our willpower well, I looked at the 5-2 diet and I wondered, do you know what? Is that really successful for an awful lot of people to improve their health indicators, to help them lose weight? Is it so successful because these people who are on this 5-2 diet only have to draw on willpower towards the one task for 1 or 2 days a week? That's sustainable, that's doable using willpower like that. So here's one of my tips for you. When you really have an important goal that you absolutely want to achieve and it matters to you so much, you know why you want it, it's valuable, purposeful to you, consider where else you're spending your willpower and borrow it the way you would borrow money from a bank. Borrow your willpower from those areas and put it solely in the area that really matters. The other tips that I gave you recently were create habits. Have strategies around you that become automatic rituals that are unconscious and easy. And when these habits are in place that support you towards your goal, doing routine things towards your goal every day, the amount of willpower you require to create those habits reduces on a daily basis. That allows you to have more willpower increasingly available to take you towards the effortful part of creating, not just creating, but achieving your goal. So focus on one important thing. Where do you want to apply your willpower? Where does it need to be for you? And apply it there. 2, when your willpower goes, because it will, it's transient, it's energy, it's perhaps an emotion, notice that it's gone, accept that it's gone, and then top yourself up. Do one thing differently. Do anything. And then you can take action again. You can move forward. The key here is when your willpower goes, not to judge yourself as, I can't do this. Not to make judgments that reduce your potential. Just accept that you've lost your willpower for a moment, have a break, and then you can get it back. So take those top tips into your weekend. Keep your resources available to you. Give yourself breaks. Tune into your motivation, why you're moving towards this goal, and check where you're expending your willpower. Are you spending it wisely? Would it be wiser to put it towards that one thing that you're working towards just now that really matters to you? So that's a quick gallop through willpower. Have a great weekend, everybody. It's been lovely to see you here, and I'll see you next week where we keep looking at inspired goal setting. Do share these videos with other people that you think might benefit from them as well. See you soon. Bye for now.